It's less than a week until the referendum anniversary, and the events that it gave way to are still providing much to talk about now. And the government plan for this term presented today is evidence of that. Hello, and welcome to Catalan News. The Catalan cabinet unveiled some 1,000 measures that it intends to implement during the current term. And one thing is certain. The plan is for 4 years, so a fresh election does not seem to be on Torra's mind, despite past months' rumors. This on a busy day for Catalan and Spanish politics, also in Brussels. We'll tell you about it in a minute. The prosecuted leaders who organized the independence referendum and who are still MPs were suspended by the Spanish Supreme Court in July. And pro-independence parties found some agreement on how to react to this decision. This, as October 1st is getting closer.
There's less than a week until the first anniversary of these images. Spanish police violence during the referendum on October the 1st, 2017. That day and what followed, including direct rule, legal proceedings and the imprisonment and exile of leaders, are still hot topics in Catalan politics. And the current Catalan executive showed to what extent today. Quim Torra's cabinet passed its government plan for this term, 4 months after taking office. And in a press conference afterwards, the president announced what is to be one of the peak moments of his term.
Que tenim uns reptes com a país colossals i que un d'ells serà doncs el judici als nostres presos polítics.
The first findings on the consequences of the period of direct rule and the launch of a political and civic rights office are some measures to be implemented next month, as well as a forum to debate a potential future Catalan constitution. But Torra is looking ahead to a longer term in office than just the next few crucial months.
Però aquest govern no pot permetre's no fer un pla de govern per 4 anys. És a dir, la situació d'excepcionalitat no ens pot aturar. No ens pot aturar tirar endavant amb els nostres objectius.
And what are these objectives? Implementing some 14 social laws vetoed by the former Spanish government, helping the 500,000 disabled people in the country, transforming culture into a basic social right, and encouraging young people to choose scientific, engineering and technological careers are other priorities mentioned by Torra. At the same time, the largest Catalan pro-independence parties announced an agreement on how to react to the suspension of prosecuted MPs ordered by Spain's Supreme Court. Consulting an advisory chamber body and taking the issue to a plenary session will be the next steps, but this has been widely criticised by the opposition.
Evidentment que ens plantegem acudir a la via penal per la possible comissió, per nosaltres bastant clara, a tenor de les normes que he llegit, o sigui, no és una opinió meva, un possible delicte de desobediència judicial.
The unionist parties have harshly criticised Torra's government plan, and the Ciutadans party even called on the Spanish president to impose direct rule on Catalonia again.
Moving to Brussels now, but still on Catalan politics. Some pro-independence organizations recreated today 2 prison cells in Brussels outside the main EU institution buildings. Their aim is to draw international attention to the 16 jailed and exiled Catalan leaders. Earlier in the day, the former Catalan president Carles Puigdemont presented his new book. In it, he says he believes his life is in danger and offers dialogue and an agreed referendum to Spain. During the book launch, he commented on suggestion by Spain's president that a solution for Catalonia could be found in the Quebec case.
Si M. Sanchez dit qu'il y a un chemin québécois ou écossais, on est déjà sur le chemin, toujours. Ce n'est pas la première fois qu'on reçoit une annonce depuis le chef Pedro Sanchez. Il faut concrétiser.
Still in the Belgian capital today, a new preliminary hearing against the Spanish judge Pablo Llarena took place. And his defense claims Belgium cannot try a Spanish judge. This case started with a lawsuit by the Catalan exiled leaders, who claim they will not get a fair trial in Spain after some comments Judge Llarena made to the press. The Brussels court decided that 3 magistrates will decide on the lawsuit. But first, they will have to rule whether they are competent to make this decision at all. Both sides are at odds on this issue.
Alors que le juge Llarena et le Royaume d'Espagne estiment qu'il faut d'abord que le juge belge tranche la question de la juridiction, pour savoir si les cours et tribunaux belges sont compétents pour juger un juge espagnol et pour juger les actes de la justice espagnole.
Nosotros creemos que sí es competente porque no se está enjuiciando un magistrado del Supremo, sino un señor que se llama Pablo Llarena, que hizo unas manifestaciones privadas fuera del ámbito de su jurisdicción y que afectan directamente a la actividad jurisdiccional que estaba haciendo.
And today, at the European Forum of Human Rights, hosted by the EU Agency for Fundamental Rights in Vienna, a Catalan MEP raised the situation of Spain's judiciary. Catalan MEP Josep Maria Terricabras claimed that the Spanish judiciary isn't in tune with those of Europe. Terricabras mentioned the Spanish judges' leaked correspondence in which some of them, in the MEP's words, insulted pro-independence supporters. And he said that the EU Agency for Fundamental Rights should be more active, bigger, and be able to deal with issues like Catalonia. Back in Catalonia, the battle to win Barcelona's upcoming local election is still giving much to talk about. Manuel Valls, the former French socialist prime minister, will ultimately take part. In an event this evening, he said he will lead a ticket supported by Unionist Ciudadans Party. Pro-independence Esquerra is set to be led by the foreign minister Ernest Maragall. And both will try to dethrone the current mayor, Ada Colau, who is also very likely to repeat as candidate. Barcelona's local annual celebration, La Mercè, ended after a week of crowded activities. Around 1.3 million people attended the festive events, according to the local council, including human towers, parades, and fireworks wrapping up the celebration. Big parties just now also ended in Tarragona, where all kinds of characters took to the streets, including the so-called devils ready to set fire to the town. And with this, we put an end to our show today. But not before showing you images of the first apples picked in the Sardegna County in the Pyrenees. Due to this year's heat, this is happening just a few days before the usual time, early October. So bye for now, and thanks for watching.